What's going on, guys? Is the Bitcoin bear market rally over? Are we going back down? Are we going up? Is Bitcoin really correlated to the stock market? And if it is, what will happen based on past data? Well, in today's video, we're going to cover all these points in great detail. So please tune in, buckle up your seatbelts, and get ready for a bumpy ride. As usual, this is Mac from Cryptstar Staking coming to you guys live from Tokyo, Japan, where it is 100% humidity. They call it land of the rising sun. I say it's land of the melting snowman. But yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. So yeah, just to let you guys know, I am not a financial advisor. So please do your own research. I'm leaving links to all these data that I went ahead and gathered for you guys in the description below. So go ahead and check out the data for yourself and see if it matches up. Some of this math might be off. I'm not the greatest mathematician in the world. Now, we already know Bitcoin crashed in 2007. It went down like 80, 90%, lost a lot of its value. So we already know Bitcoin can crash a lot. Let's go ahead and talk about why this time probably won't be that much different. You can see in 2007 to 2009, we did have a huge bubble market and then a huge crash in the Dow Jones, which is the industrial moving average for the top 10 companies and the New York Stock Exchange. We had the Dow Jones go from 14,000 all the way down to 6,500 for a loss of 54%. So if you go ahead and compare that to the current price of the Dow Jones in the peak in January, the peak in January was 36,800. And if we will go ahead and apply that number, 54% loss, we'll put Dow Jones at 16,800. The thing is, with the timeline in 2007 to 2009, from the peak to the bottom of the crash to the full capitulation was 18 months from 2007 to 2009. That was October to March. And currently it's only been about, 6 months? 6 months from January, right? So maybe 7 months. We're still not quite there yet. We still got another 10 months to go for the equities market at least. Let's go ahead and take a look at where we are now. So currently the total crash in the Dow Jones has only been about 10.7%. We say the price from the peak was 36,800 and it crashed all the way down to, let's see, now it's at 32,828. So it's quite a crash here. I think it's more than 10%. Is this correct? I don't know if this is correct, but anyways, yep. Basically, it's crashed a lot, and we still have a lot more to go if we're going to reach that full 54% correction that we saw from 2007 to 2009. So we still have another 48% correction from the current price, and that would put us right about 16,805 if we kind of compared the bottom of 2009 to the bottom for the equities market maybe coming in the next coming year, which would put us around in 10 months and from now would put us around, was it June 2023 would be the bottom of the market if we kind of put it on an exact timeline basis. Bitcoin, on the other hand, if we go ahead and compare Bitcoin has actually already dropped more than 50% from its peak. We went from 67,000 all the way to, I think it's around 17,000. And now we're all the way back at 23,500. So if we do the 54% reduction to the BTC and we say that, the Bitcoin bear market is over, that would have put the bottom actually at 37,000. So this is kind of a point for the bulls. However, to counter this point, you have to say that the Dow Jones has a market cap of 10.3 trillion, and the BTC market cap is 456 billion, which is about 1/20th of the market cap, which makes it a much more volatile market cap, which means that it's much more likely for it to go down even further than the Dow Jones because it's a much more riskier asset. That is point number 2. And point number 3, I want to go ahead and say for Bitcoin, we did have the peak happening here in November 8th. On 2022 at 67,567, and that put us down to about 8 months left before we hit capitulation. So we have about 10 months into the bear market now, and that would put us about 8 months more to go before we hit the actual bottom if we compare this to the bubble market crash in 2007 to 2009. If we want to go ahead and kind of compare the price of the Dow Jones, which has only dropped 10%, Bitcoin, which has dropped about 60%, and if the Dow Jones drops even more by 48%, then Bitcoin's going to drop even more. And we got to compare the numbers. then basically what we can do is we can take the current BTC price and we can apply that with the percent change that the Dow Jones will probably incur, the percent change minus 48%, and then we can take 23,500, the current price, divide that by 48%, and that would give us 11,469. Okay, so for the longest time, I've been saying that I think the bottom is around 12,000, and I believe a lot of people have faith in Bitcoin. But the fact of the matter is, wallet integration, they still have a whole bunch of hackers out there. Wallet integration isn't that great. You have to have these really annoying 12 words. You still have a whole huge percentage of the population who has no idea how to get Bitcoin. It's not publicly available. It's not the easiest thing in the world to get until we start getting ETFs and things like that. It's going to be really difficult for the average Joe to go ahead and get into Bitcoin still. So all of these factors worked in. I'm still keeping my bets at around $12,000 Bitcoin. I'll probably buy in around $14,000 to $12,000, scoop it up. And I believe this will happen probably in the next 8 months. So that would put us at around, August now. So 8 months from now would put us around April, May, June next year. I think we should actually hit the real bottom. And just so you guys know, as a final note to this video today, I want to talk to you guys about upcoming information that's coming that will affect the Bitcoin price, and that is the CPI index. And the last CPI reading last month, which was the 13th of July, it was actually a little bit higher. People were thinking it was going to go to 8.9. Experts were saying 8.9. The CPI index, which is the sort of the consumer price index, went to 9.1%. So this is sort of the base inflation rate, right? So if this goes above 9%, and this will be released here, you can see 8:30 a.m. on August 10th. You can see that if it goes up to like 9.3%, 9.5%, there is going to be a huge equities market crash. And this will completely destroy the current Bitcoin bear market rally that we're having. It is possible that we will see CPI go down to 8.8, 8.5. It is quite possible. And then we'll see a further rally for Bitcoin up to 27,000. But that doesn't mean that the bear market is over. That just means that the rally will be a little bit extended. So, yep, that's it for today's video. I hope that helped you guys out. Go ahead and check the numbers yourself. Let me know what you guys think. Are we going up further or are we going down to hell? Anyways, see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Bro, we need to pump it. Everybody, go to Twitter and hashtag the things. Pump it. Pump it real good. We need a good pump. Everybody deserves a nice Tezos pump.